Yes, I am still a bull. Why am I still a bull? Okay, I'm going to cover some stuff. Plus, I've got an OG in this space that I'm going to cover his tweet. This guy's been around for way longer than I have, so listen up, all right? We have, first off, QE Infinity saying Bitcoin is down 7% from in the past 12 months and 25 to 30% from the highs. This is a long, nasty correction. You can understand why it's struggling to find buyers right now. Confidence in crypto land has been rattled. Well, first off, there are plenty of buyers right now. Okay, I'm going to cover that, but think about that for a second. Let it dwell in you. All right. Now let's go over to Kobeissi letter really quick. Bitcoin funds just saw unprecedented outflows. US Bitcoin ETFs have seen $3.55 billion of net outflows so far in November, on track for the largest monthly outflow in history. All right, so this is almost in line with the previous monthly record seen in February at $3.58 billion. This also made the fifth monthly outflow since the start of 2024. Now, there's a lot of people that are putting sell pressure on the market right now. Okay, I get it. But Bitcoin is stabilized right now. So far, who knows what it's going to do in the future. But right now, it's stabilized around $87,000 to $86,000. Let's go to Willy Woo. This guy's been around the space for a lot longer than you or me or probably have been, okay? So he says, for every 1,000 Bitcoin a whale is selling, there's many smaller investors buying. We can measure this on chain, okay? Whales dumping Bitcoin strengthens the network by reducing concentration of holdings. Okay, so in other words, like people that don't understand Bitcoin, have no clue about Bitcoin, are super excited about Saylor getting involved. Why? It's just because they care about their stupid bags pumping. But there's no like longevity to that. Okay, so you want to understand the philosophy of Bitcoin and want to see the price rising at the same time. Okay, that's a healthy move up. Not, okay, this guy's bought, 600 and something thousand Bitcoin. Woohoo! He's buying more. That means more concentration from one entity that's literally taking collateralized loans against his position, okay? Everyone who hates it is focused on short-term price. Exactly. Those guys only care about short-term price. They're not in this space for the long run, not long-term success of the network. So he gets it. He understands that, the healthy move here is that big whales are selling and smaller people are buying it up. Guys, I'm considered a small person here. I'm one of the ones that are nibbling on the way down. As you know, if you're a learningcrypto.com member, I suggest you check that out. We sold at $100,000, $105,000, and $110,000. We sold 30% of our Bitcoin. Now we're nibbling back here in the 80s. That's healthy. That is how you make money. We're going to dollar cost average on the way down if we have to. I don't care how low it goes because I know exactly where Bitcoin is going. It's going much higher than we are right now. You have not seen anything yet. All right. So now let's go over to Lee's on Bitcoin or on Twitter. Now he says, let's think about something for a moment. Why are we suddenly seeing wallets that have been holding Bitcoin for years bought for just a few dollars selling right now? This is good here, all right? This answer is simple. They couldn't do it before. Now they can, because today the market has a massive amount of liquidity and volume. This allows long-term holders to finally take profit efficiently, something that simply wasn't possible when the market was illiquid. Okay, so you need a lot of liquidity to have whales that have billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin to sell on the open market. Now he goes on to say, so don't interpret these pullbacks as panic. They're normal profit taking. And for anyone who actually understands the market, they're opportunities, not threats. That's exactly what I've been saying, guys. You take advantage of when people are absolutely panicked and big whales are selling. That means, as the price goes down, unless you don't believe in Bitcoin, you think Bitcoin's going to go to zero. There's a reason why Bitcoin went from under a cent in 2009 to $126,000 in 2025. It's because the Federal Reserve is printing ridiculous amounts of currency, and Bitcoin is the best inflation hedge the world has ever seen. It's an inelastic supply. It's an asset with an inelastic supply, okay? Accumulation phase and downtrends work exactly like this, he goes on to say. Smart money unloads part of their position, the market resets, and the cycle builds stronger foundations. Okay, so we also have big money buying as well. So it's not just smaller investors, it's big money, which means not just like, Tom Lee is buying 28,625 Ethereum worth $82.11 million, but also, it's countries, guys. It's countries that are buying Bitcoin. It's BlackRock. Guys at BlackRock are going to be buying and holding for the long run. I'm sure BlackRock has many different wallets that they're not showing the public. Obviously, guys, come on. You got to use your head. BlackRock didn't get to at $11 trillion of assets under management for being the nice guy, for being the transparent person that, the angel out there. Give me a break, okay? They own 22%, actually 21.5% of the Federal Reserve shares. If you didn't know the Federal Reserve was private, oh, now you do. Okay, so now let's go on to this. I'm going to end it with this. This is amazing right here. So we have Joe Burnett showing medium new U.S. home prices in Bitcoin. 2012. Now, this is for the long-term holders that actually understand money. Short-term holders that are panicked right now, they don't understand money. Clearly, they do not understand how money works. They don't understand inflation. They don't understand what an inelastic supply means, okay? We do, and this is what it means here. 2012. A medium home costs 50,616 Bitcoin. Now, it's 2013, 19,000. Let's go on to 2019, 84 Bitcoin. 2022, 20 Bitcoin. And today, or 2024, 8 Bitcoin. Now it's 5 Bitcoin or something like that. Bitcoin is unlike gold, where gold, if the price of gold goes up, gold miners are going to search for more gold. They're going to do whatever it takes to mine more gold. You can't do that with Bitcoin. So with Bitcoin, every 10 minutes, there is a block mined, okay? Every block contains 6.25 Bitcoin. That number keeps halving. That's why they call it the halving every 4 years. And it's only going to go to 21 million. Once 21 million is done, that's it. Can you imagine what the price of Bitcoin is when we hit 21 million? I'm not going to be around. I'm going to be dead. So are you. But your kids are probably going to see that. And they're going to be really happy if you've bought Bitcoin, if you've dollar cost averaged into Bitcoin and you didn't panic sell and sell your family's, generational wealth transfer. Okay. That's where we are right now. If you don't understand, if you want your hand held through this market, or you want to have a deeper understanding of Bitcoin and why I am not scared whatsoever when we have drops like this, when we have a 35.5% drop like we just had, check out learningcrypto.com. You're not going to regret it. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.